5 Australian warships hold joint military exercises with the United States and Japanese Navy fleets in waters off the Philippines, the South China Sea. This joint exercise was carried out when China relaunched a series of provocative maneuvers that made the situation in the South China Sea tense again. The Australian fleet, led by the HMAS ship Canberra, has joined the U.S. attack fleet consisting of the aircraft carrier USS Ronald Reagan and a Japanese destroyer to conduct trilateral exercises ahead of a large-scale joint war simulation in Hawaii. Australian Fleet Command Michael Harris said the exercise was an opportunity to work with the U.S. and Japan. Maintaining security and safety at sea requires a navy that can work together smoothly. Our joint naval exercises demonstrate a high degree of interoperability and capability between Australia, Japan and the US, Harris said in a statement released by the Australian Ministry of Defence as quoted. Over the next 2 days, the three countries' navies will conduct various military exercises aimed at keeping the Indo-Pacific region free and open. The Australian Navy fleet has left the port in Darwin since 5 July. After completing exercises in the South China Sea, the Australian Navy will head to Hawaii to participate in the Pacific Rim exercise, RIMPAC. Meanwhile, from the Japanese Navy, Captain Sakano Yusuke said the trilateral training was very important for the land of the rising sun and could contribute in maintaining the stability of the free and open Indo-Pacific region. The experience in this exercise gives us tactical and operational advantages and makes our partnership stronger, Sakano said. Tensions between the US-China continued to heat up in the South China Sea. The two superpowers continued to deploy their ships and military aircraft to monitor the area and hold exercises there. The US has deployed 2 aircraft carriers, USS Ronald Reagan and USS Nimitz, for training in the South China Sea since early July. At the same time, China also had to do a similar exercise in the natural resource-rich waters. 8 Chinese fighter jets were even seen parked at the main military base of the Bamboo Curtain country, located on one of the disputed islands in the Paracel Islands, the South China Sea. U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper plans to visit China in the near future to discuss the military escalation of the two countries in the South China Sea. HMAS Parramatta is now sailing along with 3 American Navy warships that had previously roamed the South China Sea. The U.S. warships included the USS Bunker Hill, CG-52, Ticonderoga guided missile cruiser, and then met with the amphibious assault ship USS America, LHA-6, and the Arleigh Burke-class missile destroyer USS Barry, DDG-52. A ship operated by the Malaysian state oil company, Petronas, also operates in the area. The joint naval exercise was likely planned months in advance. However, the show of force was carried out amid allegations that China exploited the virus crisis to strengthen its territorial claims at regionally important points. Beijing angered neighbors in Southeast Asia with the week, creating 2 administrative units on Paracel and Spratly Islands, claimed by many countries in the region, including the Philippines, Taiwan, Malaysia and Vietnam. Hanoi issued a scathing rebuke, demanding that China respect sovereignty and eliminate its wrong decisions. Vietnam is also embroiled in a heated dispute with ADIZ over alleged oil exploration surveys. Beijing's decisive move in the region has finally impacted, with many governments disrupted by their domestic battles, especially amid the virus pandemic. At its peak, it encouraged the US to denounce intimidation behavior from China. On the other hand, according to the Telegraph's report, China claimed not to make a mistake as alleged by Uncle Sam. A statement from the Australian Ministry of Defence revealed this week's training honed capabilities between the Australian and US navies, including sea refilling, flight operations, maritime maneuvers, and communication exercises. China's recent maritime drive is not limited to the South China Sea. Tokyo also filed an official diplomatic complaint with Beijing on Tuesday after 4 Chinese Coast Guard vessels entered Japanese territorial waters around the disputed Senkaku Islands in the East China Sea last Friday. Japan controls the islands of 5 uninhabited islands, which are located 105 miles northwest of the Japanese island of Ishigaki and more than 200 miles from the coast of China. Since oil deposits were discovered in the area in the 1960s, Beijing has increased its claim to the region. Toshimitsu Motegi, Japanese foreign minister, protested the 7th intrusion by Chinese ships into Japanese waters around the island so far this year during a telephone call with his Chinese counterpart, Wang Yi.